guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review, so if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Let's just get right into this review because a lot went down in this episode. Flo is really nervous because she has this really big performance at a festival, and the last time that she performed at a festival, she ended up getting booed off the stage, and now she wants to make sure that this performance is perfect, and she's been practicing for it for quite some time. Now, Flo is even more nervous because she's supposed to have Trina there to perform the song with her, and Trina has not arrived yet, nor has she answered any of Flo's phone calls. And then on top of that, her backup dancers are stuck in traffic. So now she's being told by the people who are in charge of the festival that she has to get up and perform at this very moment. And she's really scared because she doesn't think that Trina and her backup dancers are going to make it in time. Now, despite the fact that the backup dancers and Trina have not arrived to the festival, she ended up going on stage and performing by herself anyway. And I think that she did a really good job despite the fact that they weren't there to make the performance more extravagant. And then on top of that, Trina was promoted to be at the festival. So I think some of the fans were really disappointed. Now, she didn't get a reaction from the crowd at all. They didn't boo her, but they didn't cheer her either. And so she's really upset that she feels like she failed at this performance at the festival. Once again, she did not have a good performance at another festival, and she feels like she's a failure at this point. I really felt bad for Flo after her performance was done because once she went backstage, she started crying. She was saying that she wanted to quit making music because she's not doing well at it. And I just feel like, she feels defeated at this point. Now, her sister and also her girlfriend, Claudia, tried to calm her down, but it was not working. And Claudia ends up getting really upset because not only did Marlin come to support Flo, but he was also the only one that was able to calm her down when she was crying. And Claudia was obviously upset because she's her girlfriend, and she tried to calm her down, and it didn't end up working. Now, Marlin and Claudia ended up having a little bit of a back and forth because they don't like each other, obviously, and Marlin feels like the only reason why Flo is dating Claudia in the first place is to make him jealous. And then on top of that, he said that she has a bad reputation as well, and he also feels like she's using Flo for clout, just like Flo's sister Gael said as well. But the thing about it is that Flo isn't going to listen to anything that Marlin or Gael say about Claudia because they've done some unforgivable things to her too. So I don't blame her for not listening to them when they're trying to warn her about Claudia. But if more than one person is saying that Claudia is a problem, maybe she should keep her eyes wide open on Claudia for the time that Claudia might slip up and show that she has ill intentions. Now, during this back and forth between Claudia and Marlin ends up asking Claudia if her and Flo are actually dating, and Flo's sister Joyce was there as well, and she's kind of nosy too. So Claudia did not want to give out any information to them about her relationship with Flo because she feels like it's Flo's job to tell her family, and I agree with her about that. I feel like it's Flo's job to let her family know that she's dating Claudia, but at the same time, I don't like that Flo's family is too involved in her personal life. Super Cindy and Trina end up going to this event where they're able to talk about the project that they're working on. They're doing an all-female album, and they're looking for more female talent to be a part of this project. And as Trina is leaving this event, she ends up getting bombarded by the Hollywood twins who end up trying to rap their song to her as she's getting out of the elevator, trying to exit the building. Now, you can tell that Trina was really upset at the fact that they just ran at her like this. And, she's not there to listen to people rap to her. She's there for business. And the fact that these girls really think that they made the right move by bombarding Trina of all people is crazy to me because Trick is supposed to be their uncle, and they're not respecting what he told them to do. He told them that they need to make good reputations out here and they need to show that they're serious about their music, but they want to make a quick way to get famous and be a part of the music industry, and they don't feel like Trick is going about it the right way, so they've been taking matters into their own hands. Because of all the drama that's been going on in Amara's life, she decides that she needs somebody to vent to, and she claims that Princess Love and Ray J have been the only real support system that she's had recently, and so she decides to go to them to vent about all the issues going on in her life. Amara ends up telling Princess that not only is she tired of all the drama with Von Shay, who she recently ended her friendship with, but she's also tired of the drama with Safaree, and so she told Princess that she ended that relationship as well, which I think is long overdue. I think they should have been broke up. I don't think that they should have ever been together in the first place, but maybe this is a lesson that Amara really needed to learn. Now, Princess starts acting really awkward and uncomfortable once Amara tells her that she ended the relationship with Safaree, and she has to break the news to Amara that Ray J actually invited Safaree to the house when he found out that she was inviting Amara there. Now, Princess Love and Ray J are really giving me Rashida and Kirk vibes this season because they have a really bad marriage from what we're able to see. They're always filing for divorce. There's always some type of cheating scandal going on with them. And now all of a sudden that they don't have any drama in their relationship, now they're running around poking their nose in everybody else's relationship business and trying to give advice when they're really not the couple to go to for advice. When Amara sees Safaree show up, she tries to leave, but Princess ends up convincing her to stay to have a conversation with Safaree. And during this conversation, Safaree claims that he doesn't even know what went wrong in his relationship with Amara, and he believes that what went wrong was them going public with their relationship. Because before they went public, he claims that they didn't have any issues really, and then as soon as they went public, Amara let the comments that other people were making about him and their relationship get to her head, and it really stressed out their relationship. Amara agrees with Safaree that the reason why their relationship isn't working out is because they went public with each other. But honestly, I feel like they wouldn't have worked out to begin with. They seem to want different things out of life, and Safaree doesn't want to change at all. He wants to live the way that he wants to live without having to answer to anybody. And so I feel like they wouldn't have worked out whether they went public or not. Safaree ends up throwing Ray J completely under the bus to Amara because he tells Amara that Ray J is the one who told him that he felt like, Amara was in the DR to see her ex-boyfriend. Now, Amara gets upset because she doesn't understand why Ray J would say something like that. And then on top of that, she doesn't understand why Safaree would fall for that. Now, Princess Love literally lets Ray J take all the blame for this whole situation because she's actually the one who told Ray J that Amara came to her house on poker night and was crying about her relationship not working out with her ex-fiance, and that's the reason why Ray J ended up going to Safaree and telling him that he felt like Amara went to the DR to see her ex. Sukiana ends up having an interview with Super Cindy in this episode, and she gets really upset during the interview because she doesn't want to talk about any of the stuff that she's done in her past that's kind of raunchy. She only wants to talk about the things that she's doing now, and she wants people to really let go of the past because she claims that she's trying to turn over a new leaf and really change her image. Every time Sukiana tried to talk about her song Casamigos, Super Cindy would bring up her viral song Eating, which really pissed her off because she kind of wants to put that song in the past. Even though it was really popular at one point and people really liked it and it went viral, she doesn't want to talk about that because she feels like it's not an image that she wants to portray anymore. And Super Cindy's questions were all about the things that she's done in her past that she's probably not proud of. But my thing is, you can't get upset at every person who brings up something that you've done in the past because she did those things for attention at the end of the day. She wanted attention for doing those things, and if she's not proud of them, she probably shouldn't be doing them. And the thing about it is that she claimed this season she didn't want to do that stuff anymore, but she's still doing it now. So I just don't understand why she got upset because the interviewer was doing her job. Your job as an interviewer is to ask the questions that the fans want to know, but Sukiana felt like she was just asking these questions because she wanted ratings for her show. Claudia ends up taking Flo on a date to try to take her mind off of what went down at the festival, and Flo is sitting there upset trying to figure out why Trina didn't show up or why Trina did not contact her to let her know she wasn't going to be able to make it to the festival. She feels like she doesn't know where she stands with Trina because when she tried to call her the day of the festival, Trina was not answering her phone, and a couple of days later, or I think the next day, Trina's team ended up reaching out to Flo and telling her that Trina was stuck in traffic and there was no way she was going to end up making it to the festival. My thing is, I can understand why Flo feels the way that she does because Trina should have at least answered one of Flo's phone calls and let her know that she might not be able to make it to the festival. That way, Flo wouldn't have been blindsided by Trina not showing up. Now, Claudia was being a little bit messy in this particular situation because she ends up telling Flo that she thinks that the reason why Trina did not show up to the festival is because she thought the Haitian festival was a downgrade for her. And Trina never said that, and I don't think that that's right to, make that seem like that's the reason why Trina didn't come. I feel like Flo needs to have a conversation with Trina about it, but I don't think that it's right for Claudia to put that thought into Flo's head because obviously that's going to upset Flo. And then when she sees Trina and she accuses Trina of not going because she thought the Haitian festival was beneath her, then they're going to end up getting into it, and then she ruins a really good work relationship that she could have with Trina. Claudia also ends up telling Flo that her sister Joyce and Marlin asked her if her and Flo are dating, and now Flo is nervous because she says her sister Joyce is her mom's snitch, so now she feels like she has to tell her mom she's dating a woman before Joyce does. The Hollywood twins end up showing up to the Trina Day event, and they see that Trina's brother's there. Now, they feel like in order to get to Trina, they have to go through people that are closest to her. So they end up going to Trina's brother and asking him if he can bring them to Trina so that they can ask Trina if they can be a part of her project that she's doing with Super Cindy. Now, when Trina's brother ends up bringing the Hollywood twins up to Trina, she immediately gets upset and tells them to leave and that she doesn't want to be bothered. And I do feel like Trina could have handled that situation differently. Like, I don't think that she had to speak to them that way. But because she ended up dedicating this entire event to her niece who passed away, I just don't feel like it was the right place or the right time for the twins to try to get Trina to work with them. I don't feel like they went about this the right way at all. And now Trina is not going to want anything to do with them, and they're making a really bad reputation for themselves. They're going against everything that Trick told them to do. Claudia and Flo show up to Flo's mom's house to have a conversation with her about their relationship, and Flo is really nervous about how her mom is going to take it because not only does she not approve of same-sex relationships, but she thinks that Flo should stay with Marlin. When Flo finally tells her mom about her relationship with Claudia, Flo's mom said that Flo can date who she wants, but she doesn't approve, and she wants Flo to stay with Marlin. Now, I can understand that Flo's mom does not agree with people getting divorced, but if her daughter is unhappy with Marlin and he's cheating on her all the time, especially cheating on her with her own sister, then I honestly feel like Flo's mom should support her in divorcing him, and I don't understand why she's so pro-Marlin when he's hurt her daughter so much. Gael and Claudia end up getting into a pretty heated argument to the point where they start throwing things at each other, and that's when Flo's mom gets really upset and she says that she wants Claudia to leave, so Claudia goes and waits for Flo outside. Now, my thing is, I feel like Flo's family is a bunch of haters, to be honest with you. I feel like, yeah, they think that Claudia is not a good person for Flo, and I don't care that they don't like Claudia, they don't have to like her, but I feel like with every single thing that Flo does, there's drama because her family wants to be too involved. They think that every decision that Flo makes, she has to consider them, and I think that that's crazy. At the very end of this episode, Sukiana ends up having a serious breakdown to her sister because she feels like people won't let go of the things that she's done in her past. She says that she wants to move forward and she wants people to let that image of her go. And she claims that she's only human and she makes mistakes and everybody makes mistakes and she just doesn't understand why hers keep being brought up. I definitely felt some sympathy for Sukiana because I do think that she should be able to move forward in her life and that she doesn't have to constantly be reminded of the things that she's done in the past. But I also lose sympathy for her in the sense that she still keeps doing these things but claims that she doesn't want them brought up because she's not proud of them. So if you're not proud of them, then why do you keep doing this type of stuff? She wants attention for the stuff that she does. That's the reason why she does it, right? But when she doesn't get the attention that she wants to get, that's when she gets upset about it. I just honestly feel like Sukiana needs to figure out what she wants to do. She's either going to do this raunchy, off-the-wall stuff on social media and get whatever attention comes to her because of it, or she's just going to stop doing it altogether and completely make a change. I don't feel like she really wants to change. I just feel like she doesn't want to face the backlash for the stuff that she does. And I mean, you're on social media doing what you do. Nobody's exempt from people criticizing them. And if she can't handle the criticism, then she probably shouldn't be famous, or she should probably get off social media and stop doing the things that she does on there because people are going to judge you regardless. I feel like she needs to get a little bit more thicker skin. She has a right to be upset about people bringing up the things that she's done in her past, but she can't lash out every single time somebody does. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.